Hello, thank you for your time. This is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is a couple things. One is to give you some techniques, tips, and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your leads, and your business even more in the areas that you serve. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor website, even a top competitor in the website, and give you some strategies on how to outrank them and be on the top page of Google, which increase your traffic and your leads. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. And whatever I talk about here, they're free tips to you. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, let's talk about these steps. So first, your content on your homepage. You need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words. Just depending on the competition, number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what you want your website to be found for. So right now, you've got a nicely laid out website here, very approachable, how people to reach you, tells you what you're about. So I like that, and gives tips and your services. But one thing I would increase is just your content, your relevant content, your keywords, and that gives you searchability with Google for consumers to find you. So speaking of Google, if I was searching for you, I might type in this, HVAC, Mesa, Arizona. Here's what typically comes up. And one strategy you could think about if you haven't done this already is to invest in Google ads. There's a way to optimize these Google ads to outrank these competitors, to be right in front of the eyes of consumers here. That's one strategy. This is a map pack here. This is really important for local businesses. I'll explain that in a minute. But we call these organics right here. So the goal is to organically be at the top of the page for any kind of service you provide or area you provide for. Typically, we don't count directories like Angie's List and Yelp because consumers, they're going to go to a local business, especially if it's an emergency type of service. So right now, the top competitor, you might have heard of them, Penguin Air. They're your top competitor here. But they have a main page, but this is a sub-page for them. So there's some strategies you could use to outrank this sub-page to get there. And even if you get close to it, you're going to jump some of these other competitors on page one, and that's going to give you some value and increase your traffic and your leads exponentially. So to do that comparison, there's a tool here we call Ahrefs, and here's your URL right here. So right now, as you're saying, you're not using any keywords on your website. So keywords gives that electricity, that power to be found by Google, by consumers. So you want to increase your keywords. That's first most. Definitely increase your keywords. So this is your top competitor here, Penguin Air. This is their big long sub page right here. Here's your URL. So they use 104 keywords on this page. Great thing about keywords, if you're having trouble creating them, looks like all these keywords apply to you. So you could put them on your website, you could optimize those, have that same search volume, and that's how you start matching competitors, and eventually add to your keywords over time, and then you start dominating your competitors. Second is the backlinks. So the backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. So these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, and then Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's also like a popularity contest. A person with the most backlinks wins, but keeping in mind not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have strong, relevant backlinks. So it's not so much about the quantity, it's also about the quality. So again, here's your URL right here. I went back a little bit, but there's your URL. So here's your backlinks. You have 19 backlinks with 11 reference domains. Compare that to the competitor. It's going to be a little bit different because it's not going to show all their backlinks because they have a lot of backlinks with their main page, but this big long URL does have 6 backlinks. You can see they're getting a lot of trust power with their other backlinks with 5 reference domains. But again, you still want to increase your backlinks to compete with this competitor. And even you can do a deep dive in these backlinks, and if they're quality, if anybody can follow them, you also link them to your website as well. So eventually you want to add to these numbers over time. Not overnight, but over time. Add to these numbers to get higher, to get this traffic 785 compared to the traffic you're getting now with zero traffic with the 0 keywords. Then finally, there's citation. So citation is anywhere where your business name, number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. And if you have that business address in Mesa, Arizona, you want to be in the top 3 here. Much like on pages 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click for more services. People don't click this button for more businesses. So you want to be right in front of the faces of consumers here in the map pack. And to do that, you want to increase your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, hundreds of others you probably heard of. Also, social media accounts is great here too. So the idea here is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors right here, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So once your content, your backlinks, and your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's worth it to be in the eyes of consumers here in the map pack and up here organically for all the services that you do and all the areas you provide for, not just Mesa, but if you go to Tempe, Phoenix, wherever you go. It's not sure what your margins are, but imagine that it generates some pretty decent revenue. And also there's many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start thinking about those leads yourself online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, please feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that, give you some more information, or we just talk about goals, and I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a line of feedback, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.